Hello everyone. Today we will study diesel power plant, its components, advantages and limitations. Also, along with this, we will study diesel generating set. In short, we can say it DG set. Let us start with the introduction to diesel power plant. मराठीमध्ये सांगायचं झालं तर डिझेल वीज प्रकल्पामध्ये आपण डिझेलचा उपयोग इंधन म्हणून करतो. या डिझेलचे इंजिनमध्ये ज्वलन होऊन त्यापासून आपण यांत्रिक ऊर्जा तयार करतो. ही यांत्रिक ऊर्जा जेव्हा विद्युत जनरेटरला मिळते तेव्हा हा जनरेटर विद्युत ऊर्जा निर्मिती करतो. A generating station in which diesel engine is used as the prime mover for the generation of electrical energy, then it is known as diesel power station. So, prime mover is diesel engine. In a diesel power station, diesel engine is used as a prime mover. The diesel burns inside the engine and the products of this combustion act as the working fluid to produce mechanical energy. The diesel engine drives alternator which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. As the generation cost is considerably high due to high price of diesel, therefore such power stations are only used to produce small power. This is very important parameter regarding diesel power plant. The generation cost is considerably high. Why? Because there is high cost of diesel. जनरेटरमध्ये वापरले जाणारे इंधन डिझेल याची सध्या किंमत खूप जास्त असल्यामुळे आपण डिझेलपासून वीज निर्मिती अत्यंत कमी प्रमाणात करतो. शक्यतोवर ज्या भागात आपण विद्युत ऊर्जा पोहोचवू शकत नाही तेथे वीज निर्मिती करण्यासाठी डिझेल जनरेटर वापरतात. किंवा एखाद्या वेळी वीज काही अपरिहार्य कारणामुळे गेली तर आपणास ऊर्जा मिळेपर्यंत डिझेल जनरेटर वापरतात. Although steam power stations and hydroelectric power plants are invariably used to generate bulk power at a cheaper cost, yet diesel power stations are finding favor at the places where demand of power is less, sufficient quantity of coal and water is not available, and the transportation facilities are inadequate. So these are some of the parameters or conditions where we can use a diesel power plant. What are that? I am repeating. A diesel power plant are finding favor at the places where demand of power is less, sufficient quantity of coal and water is not available, and the transportation facilities are inadequate. These plants are also standby sets for continuity of supply to important points such as hospitals, radio stations, cinema houses and telephone exchanges. So these are some of the areas where we can see the use of diesel power plants: hospitals, radio stations, cinema houses and telephone exchanges, where these are used as a standby sets to supply continuous electrical power. Let us see the working principle of diesel electric power plant. By this diagram we can see at the left hand side there is a on the left hand side there is a diesel of fuel which is converted which is given to the diesel engine, and after that diesel engine is connected to generator. So this way chemical energy of diesel is converted into heat energy then converted into mechanical energy, and mechanical energy finally is converted into electrical energy. So this way what we have seen here, for generating electrical power it is essential to rotate the rotate of alternator by means of a prime mover. The prime mover can be driven by different methods. Using diesel engine as a prime mover is one of the popular method of generating power. When prime mover of the alternator is a diesel engine, the power station is called diesel power station. The mechanical power required for driving alternator comes from combustion of diesel. As the diesel cost high, This type of power station is not suitable for producing power in the large scale in our country. But for a small scale production of electric power and where there is no other easily available alternatives of producing electric power, diesel power station are used. These are some of the application, or we can say the diesel engine location of diesel power plants in India. We will see from this picture that 200 megawatt power generation facility is available at Vasavi diesel power station, the Vasavi diesel power plant. After that 127.922 megawatt power station diesel power plant is at Yelahanka diesel power station in the state of Karnataka. Uses of diesel electric station. What are the uses? They are used as at a central station. They can be used as a standby plant. अचानक ज्यावेळी वीज लागेल तेव्हा आपण याचा उपयोग करू शकतो. विजेची मागणी जेव्हा जास्त असेल तेव्हा दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ पीक लोड प्लांट. आणीबाणीच्या काळामध्ये इमर्जन्सी प्लांट, पर्टिक्युलरली युद्ध प्रसंग जेव्हा असतात त्यावेळेस अशा ठिकाणी डिझेल इलेक्ट्रिक पॉवर स्टेशनचा वापर केला जातो. मोबाईल मनोऱ्यासाठी मोबाईल प्लांट, नर्सरी प्लांट, supply units for cinemas and hospitals. Now let us see the main components of diesel electric power plant. The essential components of a diesel electric power plant are as follows. Number 1, diesel engine. त्याच्यानंतर इंधन पुरवठा करणारी प्रणाली ज्याला आपण म्हणतो इंजिन फ्युएल सप्लाय सिस्टीम. आफ्टर दॅट इंजिन एअर इंटेक सिस्टीम, त्याला आपण इंजिन एअर प्रवेश प्रणाली असं म्हणू. इंजिन एक्झॉस्ट सिस्टीम, नको असलेले इंधन बाहेर फेकण्यासाठी असणारी सिस्टीम. इंजिन कूलिंग सिस्टीम, इंजिनला थंड करण्यासाठी असणारी सिस्टीम. इंजिन लुब्रिकेशन सिस्टीम, इंजिनला वंगन करणारी लुब्रिकेशन करणारी ही सिस्टीम आहे. इंजिन स्टार्टिंग सिस्टीम, इंजिन प्रारंभ करण्यासाठी असणारी व्यवस्था. आणि शेवटी AC और DC जनरेटर्स. Now this is a schematic arrangement of diesel electric power plant. You will see that at the center there is a diesel engine which is connected to the generator. Inside the diesel engine you will watching at the center fuel filter is there, fuel pump and injector is also there. This diesel engine is connected to air tank. Also this engine is connected on the left hand side to the fuel tank. After that you will see the location of surge tank which is afterward connected to heat exchanger, and after that this heat exchanger is connected finally to the cooling tower. So this way this is a very detailed sketch of diesel electric power plant. Now this is a simplified sketch, the same thing but in a simplified manner. You can see the location of diesel engine at the center, air filter, day tank is used, then fuel storage tank is there, lubricating oils tank, and cooling tower, heat exchangers. All these main important components are connected to the diesel engine as shown in this figure. Let us start the first component. Let us start to see the diesel engine component. You will see this is a diesel engine, these are the diesel engine component. You will see that at the center diesel engine which is connected to generator. Diesel engine is having fuel filter, fuel injector. After that it is connected to the lubrication oil cooler and air filter. So let us study. It is the main component used in diesel electric power plant for developing mechanical power. This mechanical power we use to run the generator and produce electrical energy. For producing the electrical energy, the diesel engine is mechanically coupled to generator. When the diesel fuel burning inside the engine, it starts to produce a mechanical power. The combustion of diesel fuel produces increased temperature and pressure inside the engine. Due to this, pressure gases are formed. This gas pushes the piston inside the diesel engine and then mechanical power is produced. With the use of this mechanical power, the shaft of diesel engine starts rotating. डिझेल इंजिनमधील हा सर्वात महत्त्वाचा भाग आहे. डिझेल इंजिन हा सर्वात महत्त्वाचा भाग आहे. याच्याद्वारे यांत्रिक शक्ती निर्माण करण्याचे कार्य होते. या यांत्रिक शक्तीचा उपयोग करून आपण वीज निर्मिती करतो. वीज निर्मिती करण्यासाठी अल्टरनेटर वापरतात. डिझेलचे इंजिनमध्ये ज्वलन होऊन उच्च तापमान आणि दबाव तयार होतो. यामुळे वायू तयार होतात. या वायूचा उपयोग करून यांत्रिक ऊर्जा मिळते. Second system or second component, engine fuel supply system. You will see the figure of fuel supply system. It is a diesel engine is connected to the day tank, and day tank is connected to fuel storage tank by a road or a rail. Okay, so this way, this is a sketch of fuel supply system. यामध्ये या प्रणालीमध्ये इंधन साठवण्यासाठी टँक, टाकी, इंधन फिल्टर करण्यासाठी फिल्ट्रेशन युनिट, इंधन हस्तांतरण पंप, दिवस टाकी ज्याला आपण डे टँक म्हणू, हीटर आणि पाईप्स कनेक्ट केलेले असतात. रोड वाहतूक किंवा रेल्वेच्या माध्यमातून इंधन आणले जाते. ते मुबलक प्रमाणात साठवले जाते. दररोज कसे इंधन लागेल त्याप्रमाणे ते दररोजच्या टाकीमध्ये पंपचा उपयोग करून, फिल्टरचा उपयोग करून ज्वलन करण्यासाठी पाठवले जाते. It consists of fuel storage tank, fuel filter or strainer, fuel transfer pump, day tank, heaters and connecting pipes. First of all, with the help of transportation facility like road or rail, the diesel fuel stored in the storage tank. Then this diesel fuel transferred to the day tank. The function of day tank is how much quantity of diesel required for 24 hours it is stored inside this day tank. If the day tank is full of overflow occurs, then excessive diesel return to the storage tank. The filter or strainer is used to purify the diesel. With the help of fuel transfer pump, the diesel is transferred to the day tank. Third system is air intake system. You will see the air intake system of the diesel engine. Air filter, the air tank is connected to the diesel engine, and the air tank receives this air from the air compressor. या प्रणालीमध्ये फिल्टर ज्याचा उपयोग हवा शुद्ध करण्यासाठी, त्याच्यानंतर एअरची टाकी, कॉम्प्रेसर आणि कनेक्टिंग पाईप असतात. ज्वलन प्रक्रिया सुलभ होण्यासाठी वातावरणातील शुद्ध हवा डिझेल इंजिनमध्ये सोडली जाते. फिल्टरचा उपयोग हवा शुद्ध करण्यासाठी होतो. कॉम्प्रेसरचा उपयोग जास्त दाबाने डिझेल इंजिनमध्ये हवा सोडण्यासाठी केला जातो. दिस सिस्टीम इन्क्लूड्स एअर फिल्टर्स, एअर टँक, कॉम्प्रेसर अँड कॉन्करंट पाईप्स और कनेक्टिंग पाईप्स. द एअर फिल्टर्स आर यूज्ड टू सप्लाय द फ्रेश एअर टू द डिझेल इंजिन फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ कंबशन. इंजिन रिक्वायर्ड फ्रेश एअर बिकॉज if dust particle in the air enter into the engine, it will cause disastrous effect to the valve, cylinder and pistons. The compressor or a supercharger is used to increase the pressure of the air supply to the engine. This will help to increase the output power. Let us see the engine exhaust system. This engine is connected to the, you will see here it is connected to the silencer. याच्यामध्ये सायलेन्सर आणि जोडलेले पाईप्स असतात. या पद्धतीचा उपयोग डिझेल इंजिनमध्ये तयार होणारी आणि उपयोगात नसलेले वायू, गॅसेस वातावरणात सोडण्यासाठी होतो. सायलेन्सरचा उपयोग इंजिनमध्ये तयार होणारे आवाज कमी करण्यासाठी केला जातो. These system consist of silencers and connecting ducts. As the temperature of the exhaust gases is sufficiently high, it is used for heating the fuel oil or air supply to the diesel engine. The exhaust gas is removed from the engine to the atmosphere by means of an exhaust system. A silencer is normally used in this system to reduce the noise level. Fifth system is engine cooling system. इंजिनला थंड करण्यासाठी वापरण्यात येणारी प्रणाली. यामध्ये कूलंट पंप, पाणी थंड करण्यासाठी टावर्स किंवा स्प्रे तलाव, पाणी शुद्ध करण्याचे उपकरण हे एकमेकांशी पाईपच्या साहाय्याने जोडलेले असतात. डिझेल इंजिन ज्यावेळी चालू असते तेव्हा त्यामध्ये खूप मुबलक प्रमाणात उष्णता तयार होते. या उष्णतेने काही वेळा इंजिन खराब किंवा जळू देखील शकते. यापासून डिझेल इंजिनची देखभाल करण्यासाठी इंजिन थंड केले जाते. इंजिन थंड करण्यासाठी पाणी किंवा ऑइल वापरतात. सो इंजिन कूलिंग सिस्टीम, दिस वे यू विल सी the structure of this. On the right hand side there is a surge tank. Surge tank is connected to the heat exchanger, and heat exchanger is connected to the cooling tower. The diesel engine cooling system consists of cooling pump, water cooling tower or spray pond, water treatment or filtration plant, and connecting pipe work. The heat produced due to internal combustion drives the engine, but some parts of this heat raise the temperature of different parts of the engine. High temperature may cause permanent damage to the machine, hence it is essential to maintain the overall temperature of the engine to the tolerable level. Cooling system of diesel power station does exactly that function. The cooling system is required to carry heat from the diesel engine to keep its temperature within a safe limit. The water pump circulates water to the cylinder of the diesel engine to carry away the heat. The cooling tower is used for the same water reused. The cooling system requires a water source, water pump, and cooling water. The pump circulates water through the cylinder and heat head jacket. The water takes away heat from the engine and it becomes hot. The hot water is cooled by cooling tower and it is recirculated for the cooling. Sixth is engine lubrication system. वंगन देण्यासाठी इंजिनला वंगन देण्यासाठी वापरण्यात येणारी सिस्टीम. So here you will see the diesel engine is connected to the lubrication oil tank. After that it is also connected to the oil cooler through the filter. इंजिन वंगन प्रणालीमध्ये वंगन तेल पंप, तेल टाकी, फिल्टर, तेल थंड आणि शुद्ध करणारे उपकरण एकमेकास पाईप्सच्या सहाय्याने जोडलेले असतात. डिझेल इंजिनमध्ये जे फिरणारे भाग असतात तिथे वंगन तेल सोडले जाते. यामुळे सर्व फिरणारे भाग व्यवस्थितरित्या कार्यरत राहतात. तसेच त्यामुळे त्याची कार्यक्षमता देखील वाढते. इंजिन lubrication system consists of lubricating oil pump, oil tank, filters, coolers, purifiers, and connecting pipes. This system provides lubricating oil to moving parts of the system to reduce the friction between them, wear and tear of the engine parts. This system minimizes the water of rubbing surface of the engine. Here lubricating oil is stored in the main lubricating oil tank. This lubricating oil is drawn from the tank by means of oil pump. Then the oil is passed through the oil filter for removing the impurities. From the filtering point, this clean lubricating oil is delivered to the different points of the machine where lubrication is required. The oil cooler is provided in the system to keep the temperature of the lubricating oil as low as possible. It is then cooled through the heat exchanger by means of cold water and then it is fed to the engine. इंजिन स्टार्टिंग सिस्टीम. डिझेल इंजिन चालू करण्याच्या वेगवेगळ्या पद्धती आहे. डिझेल इंजिन चालू करण्यासाठी आपण हाताचा दुसरे इंजिन वापरून बॅटरी आणि संकुचित हवेचा उपयोग करून ते चालू करू शकतो. लहान क्षमतेचे डिझेल इंजिन आपण हाताने चालू करू शकतो. त्यासाठी आपणास हँडल लागते. त्याला हाताने गती निर्माण करून दिली जाते आणि त्याच्यानंतर ते इंजिन चालू करू शकतो. जर डिझेल इंजिनची क्षमता जास्त असेल तर त्याला इंजिन प्रथम ते पहिले इंजिन चालू करणे ते आपल्या हाताने देखील आपण करू शकतो. हे दोन्ही इंजिन एकमेकास जोडलेले असतात. जेव्हा पहिले इंजिन पूर्ण क्षमतेने फिरेल तेव्हा डिझेल इंजिन देखील पूर्ण क्षमतेने फिरण्यास चालू होईल. मग पहिले इंजिन आपोआप बंद होते. म्हणजे एका डिझेल इंजिनला चालू करण्यासाठी दुसरं छोटं इंजिन वापरलं जातं. डिझेल इंजिन आपण विद्युत मोटरचा उपयोग करून देखील चालू करू शकतो. विद्युत मोटरला चालू करण्यासाठी बॅटरी वापरतात. याला दोन बटणे असतात. हिरवे बटन दाबले की विद्युत मोटर चालू होते आणि लाल बटन दाबले की विद्युत मोटर बंद होते. जेव्हा विद्युत मोटर बॅटरीच्या साहाय्याने आपण चालू करतो तेव्हा विद्युत मोटर प्रथम जास्त गती घेते. ती ज्यावेळी गती घेईल त्यावेळेस डिझेल इंजिन फिरण्यास चालू होते आणि विद्युत मोटर आपोआप बंद होते. संकुचित हवेचा वापर कॉम्प्रेस्ड एअरने देखील आपण डिझेल इंजिन चालू करू शकतो. त्यासाठी प्रथम झडप खुली करून लीवर ऑपरेट करणे किंवा प्रथम ज्वलनमधील हवा टाकणे याचा उपयोग केला जातो. The function of starting the system is to start the engine from the standstill or cold conditions by supplying compressed air. For starting a diesel engine, initial rotation of the engine shaft is required. Until the firing start, the unit runs with its own power. For small DG set, the initial rotation of the shaft is provided by hands, but for large diesel power stations, compressed air is made for starting. This system includes storage compressed air tank, self starter, auxiliary engine and electrical motors or battery, etc. Number 1 is starting of small engine. Small sets of small capacity diesel engines are started manually. Starting with the help of auxiliary engine. When it is started by auxiliary engine, the auxiliary engine is disengaged by the main engine and started by hand. When it is warmed up, it is geared with the main engine so that it will start to rotate. After that, within a few seconds, auxiliary engine is disengaging. Third is starting with the help of batteries. To start the electric motor, batteries are used. The motor is geared with the diesel engine. It will start rotating with the motor and will start in few seconds, and as it picks up the speed, the motor gets disengaging automatically. In some cases, the motor works as a generator. This will further helps to charge the batteries. Fourth is starting with the help of compressed air. A large capacity above 75 kilowatt capacity diesel engines are started with the help of compressed air. Diesel engines are started with the help of compressed air with the following procedure adopted. Number 1, first of all open the compressed air valve, then start the lever operated. First of all, air should be cut off in the first combustion, then open ventilating valve, start the engine after 2 or 3 revolutions. Number 8 is AC or DC generator. For single phase 230 volt and 50 Hz frequency generators are used as per the requirement of the load. For the 3 phase, generally 3 phase 50 Hz silent pole type, number of poles depends upon diesel engine speed. Generally the speeds of diesel engines are low, that's why 6 or 8 pole generators are used. Generators are coupled with the shaft of diesel engine. These generators are 3.3 kilowatt, kilovolt, 6.6 kilovolt or 11 kV output capacities. Number 3 is DC generator. Generally DC components generator are used with the help which help to develop an amount voltage and output voltage of 230 volt. Next component, that is a 4-stroke cycle engine. A 4-stroke engine, also known as 4-cycle engine, is an internal combustion engine in which the piston completes 4 separate strokes while turning a crankshaft. A stroke refers to the full travel of the piston along the cylinder in either direction. We can use a 2-stroke cycle diesel engine also. One big difference between 2-stroke and 4-stroke engine is the amount of power the engine can produce. The spark plug fires twice as often in 2-stroke engine, once per every revolution of the crankshaft versus once for every 2 revolutions in a 4-stroke engine. This means that a 2-stroke engine has a potential to produce twice as much power as 4-stroke engine of the same size. This is a comparison between a 4-stroke and 2-stroke engine. You have seen this many times. In case of 4-stroke engine, there are 4 piston strokes, while in case of 2-stroke engine, there are 2 piston strokes. There are 2 crank rotation in case of 4-stroke engine, and here 4 crank rotation in case of 2-stroke engine. Half of power stroke per cycle, half to speed of the crankshaft, while it is in case of 2-stroke engine full to speed of the crankshaft. Power is developed in every alternate revolution, while in case of 2-stroke power is developed in every revolution. In case of 4-stroke engine, flywheel is heavy, while in case of 2-stroke engine, flywheel is light. The engine is heavier and larger of the 4-stroke engine, while the engine is lighter and more compact in case of 2-stroke engine. Inlet and exhaust valves are used in case of 4-stroke engine. In place of valves, there are ports which are used in case of 2-stroke engine. Crankcase, it is not hermetically sealed in case of 4-stroke engine, but it is hermetically sealed in 2-stroke engine. Crankshaft direction of rotation in one direction or while it is in both the direction. Lubrication oil consumption is less in case of 4-stroke engine, while it is more in 2-stroke engine. Thermal efficiency is higher of 4-stroke engine, while it is somewhat less in case of 2-stroke engine. Mechanical efficiency is low in case of 4-stroke engine, while it is high in case of 2-stroke engine. 2-stroke engines, 4-stroke engines are used in cars, tractors and buses, while 2-strokes are used in mopeds, scooters and motorcycles. Let us see the maintenance of diesel electric power plant. At the time of diesel engine or diesel power plant, following points are considered during maintenance period. to maintain the operating condition of diesel engine at every half hour, to maintain the correct record of instrument reading in a log sheet, to maintain the record of instrument temperature, pressure, electrical load, flow, etc., to check the level of fuel oil periodically, filterize the fuel and remove the unwanted impurities, clean the fuel tank at a regular interval. Thank you very much.